Welcome to Skybroking Commodity Weekly Market Commentary. Disclaimer: this weekly market commentary is for information purpose only. Before taking any decision, consult a financial advisor. Major data of this week has economic related data and the major events like OPEC JMMC meetings on Thursday. Now let's see the precious metals outlook. Gold and silver has news like a spike in US Treasury yields sent gold prices skidding on Friday, although the yellow metal held on to a weak gain of more than 1% on the back of geopolitical tensions fed by the war in Ukraine and inflation concerns that had Americans more worried than during the 1980s and the 2008 recessions. Fundamentally, this is a mixed news for precious metals, and technically speaking, gold has a close above 52,200 on daily basis, which means further rally on positive side with positional resistance of 52,856 levels may be expected. Silver may expect a wide range bound trade in between 66,288 to 70,801 levels. So these are this week's precious metals outlook. Now let's move on to see the energy outlook. First is crude oil. It has a news like Saudi Arabia has warned that it cannot bear the responsibility for any shortage of oil supplies to global markets in light of continuing attacks against its facilities. Fundamentally, this is a positive news for crude oil, and technically speaking, crude oil may expect a positive bias and it is possible to test 9,106 levels. Next is natural gas. It has a news like Russian state-owned energy giant Gazprom said on Sunday that it was continuing to supply natural gas to Europe via Ukraine in line with requests from European consumers. Fundamentally, this is a neutral news for natural gas, and technically speaking, natural gas may expect a positive range-bound trade. So these are this week's energy outlook. Now let's see the base metals outlook. First is copper. It has a news like copper prices will remain high amid low inventory, though the energy issue eased for the time being, the bullishness cooled. This is fundamentally a slight negative news for copper, and technically speaking, copper may expect a mild profit booking until break above 836 levels. Next is aluminum. It has a news like the benchmark aluminum premium in the United States returned to its recent peak amid rising offers to consumers and bullish sentiment in the US after Australia banned sales of alumina to Russia. This is fundamentally a positive news for aluminum, and technically speaking, aluminum may expect a profit booking rally and it is possible to test 284 ranges. Next is lead. It has a news like the treatment charges for the lead concentrate without added byproducts charges remained on the rise in the month of March amid liquid markets for both metals. This is fundamentally a positive news for lead, and technically speaking, lead may expect a consolidation phase. Next is zinc. It has a news like TCs of imported zinc concentrate rose quickly. This is fundamentally a slight positive news for zinc, and technically speaking, zinc may expect a profit booking on higher levels. And the last is nickel. It has a news like the money game around LME nickel has not yet ended, and abnormal changes are expected in the near term. Fundamentally, this is a skeptical positive news for nickel, and technically speaking, nickel may expect a high volatility trade. So these are this week's Commodity Weekly Market Commentary. For more market updates, join our Telegram channel and the YouTube channel. Thank you by Skybroking.